Hello all, my name is Kalpesh Hivse and I welcome you all to this Know Your College series organized by Shooting Stars Admission Counseling. Lack of information or lack of correct information cannot be an excuse to get admission in a below par engineering college. But this information is very difficult to get. So we thought of organizing this Know Your College series wherein you can get this information directly from the horse's mouth. For in this series, we would be taking interviews or talking with eminent people or college authorities and also with students of various engineering colleges so that you get a lot of information and it can be useful to you in your decision making process. Talking about Shooting Stars in short, Shooting Stars Admission Counseling is a leading firm which has helped thousands of students to get admission in their dream engineering college. With this, I would like to welcome Dr. Sandeep Inamdar to this Know Your College series. Hello, sir. Welcome you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
I would first like to introduce Dr. Sandeep Inamdar to my students and viewers. Dr. Sandeep Inamdar is a bachelor and a master's in electrical engineering and has completed his PhD in electrical distribution system efficiency improvement from NITI, which is one of the most prestigious colleges in India. He has more than 32 years of experience of working under various capacities like professor, principal, director, and chairman of various institutes across India. He has trained more than 40,000 students under him. From being a Senate member to Pune University, to being a board of management committee member in Indraprastha University, Delhi, and to being an expert member on various technical committees of Government of India, he has been there, seen that, and done it all. So it's a huge honor for me to have him on your Know Your College series today. He has traveled the world over and visited multiple top universities with the objective to adopt the best practices which are implemented there. And one of those best practice is PBL, which is project-based learning. And we'll be knowing about PBL more in detail in today's interview. He has been a trustee and an organizing committee member of various international organizations like GISP and CTIF. And these organizations and sir has helped teachers and students in an amazing way. To give you an example, more than 70 teachers have completed their PhD through foreign universities through under this organization. Likewise, more than 900 students have got their fellowship and completed their PBL training in various top universities in US, Europe, and UK. Currently, he is a trustee and a vice president of Vishwaniketan Engineering College. It's an institute which is working on the PBL concept successfully since last 8 years, and it is based out in Navi Mumbai on Pune-Mumbai Expressway. Talking from a very personal point of view, sir has been a mentor and guide to me for a lot of years. With that, I would like to start with today's interview, sir. The first question definitely I would like to ask you is about PBL because I have used that word a lot in your introduction. So can you throw some light about what PBL is and how it can help the students and how your college is implementing it successfully? Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kalpesh.
Thank you.
Thank you for nice introduction.
Yes, sir.
Project-based learning is a word which has to be taken very seriously. It is not a casual word. After 22 years of principalship and directorship in Pune, Bombay, Delhi, and other lot of places, interactions and all that, when I got my first opportunity to go to Europe and work, that time I saw the basic difference. It was a big shock to me, and I realized that the Indian education system, unfortunately, is stuck up into cycle of question answer marks, whereas the developed countries, they work on the concept of project-based learning.
Okay.
Now that was a big shock, and anybody who understands PBL cannot, and if he really loves education, he cannot come back to question answer marks. So that is how my exposure to project-based learning went. What in conclusion I can say is Indian students could not develop focus, technical skills, life skills, innovation, creativity, and capacity to solve problems.
Exactly.
These 5 things I saw in an undergraduate student of Europe.
Okay.
I can explain it a little more.
Yes.
I always take interview before I admit any student. And when I asked him why engineering, the first is simple
Right.
question: why engineering? You have come for taking admission in engineering or architecture or design, whatever. Why engineering? Sir, I like it. Why do you like it? Sir, I have passion about it. Why do you have passion about it? Sir, I love it. Why do you love it? Sir, छोड़ दो ना माताजी पिताजी ने कहा इसलिए आया.
Right, sir.
I asked a student in when I was teaching in Aalborg University, Denmark.
Yeah.
I asked a student why you joined engineering, and the answer given was amazing. I could never forget that answer. The answer is, look, professor, Europe is not doing well in IC manufacturing.
Okay.
Taiwan, Malaysia have gone far, far ahead. They have acquired 72% market share of the world. We are lagging behind. Therefore, I'm choosing electronics. I'll do my master's in embedded system.
Right.
After my master's, I'll go to Taiwan, work 3 years in IC Fab Lab. I will learn every aspect of manufacturing of ICs, come back to Europe and set up my own plant. This
Okay,
is
that's so
the
impressive, in fact.
this is the answer given by a 12th standard student there.
Right.
And this all happened because our education system, given by British, unfortunately could not progress beyond question answer marks.
Great.
Project-based learning, I think this vision is 10 years ahead of what India is doing today. But
Right.
everybody has to shift to project-based learning in the future.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for that. And sir, what are the outcomes, like immediate outcomes? Can you observe change among the student with respect to the technical knowledge which they are gaining?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll tell you. When we started in 2012-13, people joined us as if it's a one more engineering college. But
Yes.
slowly they realized the impact of project-based learning. As I told you, focus development, technical skills, life skills, innovation, creativity,
Right.
and capacity to solve problems. These are specific things which are required by industry when
Yes,
the
sir.
student graduate joins industry. So he's
Right.
practicing these 5 parameters in project-based learning for 4 years of college. Obviously, it impacts placement huge. In
Right.
just 4 batches passed out, we reached to 15 lakhs rupees of package.
Oh,
And many
wonderful.
students, and many students are 7.5 lakhs and all that. That is not important. What is more important is 14 startups were created
Oh,
because
great.
of this project-based learning effort. And these startups are not dying, they have reached to a level of 5 crore rupees of turnover, those kind of things.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 14 startups is big achievement of project-based learning.
Definitely.
That through Indian students.
And sir, one more feature about your website which I was really impressed upon is your website mentions a lot about summer internship training, and it's not just about India but also about the abroad. And I have been to a lot of websites of other engineering colleges, and I found out that everybody talks about having international tie-ups. But when I see the photos and the reviews of your student, I found out that actually a lot of students visit to most of the top universities abroad from your college, and you also give opportunity for other colleges student to visit these universities with your student. So can you tell me about this summer internship program of India and abroad, and how it is beneficial to the students in their overall engineering curriculum?
Yeah, I think this is undergraduate fellowship, what we call. It is
Yes.
again a PBL method. So what we realize is when the students do so well in PBL, what remains is exposure in the outside world.
Right.
There are universities in our connect who create 170 patents every year,
Oh man.
and maybe 15 startups every year. So the
Great.
professors in Europe, they are not lost in books.
Yes, sir.
They have their own startup companies. They develop technology. They develop products, businesses. So we thought that exposure is necessary for Indian students.
Yes, sir.
So we started sending students abroad. We chose very carefully.
Okay.
So we started sending them, and a student of second year goes there and develops, he works in nanomaterials lab.
Okay.
He's an electronics student, but he
Yes.
works in nanomaterials lab, and he develops artificial brain skull by
Okay.
using nanomaterials to detect brain stroke.
Very impressive.
And he does it in second year.
Oh man.
He comes back, he takes training on business modeling, he creates his own startup, he his startup today enjoys 60 lakhs rupees of funding. So
Wonderful.
that was the precise idea.
Yes,
Let
sir.
them go and let them work 24 hours for
Yes.
7 weeks with a professor of eminence in that university.
Right.
So
Right.
today we have 14 universities, very beautiful universities.
सर मुझे एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा पूछना है सर कि बहुत जैसे मैं काउंसलिंग करता हूँ सर, और काउंसलिंग में मोस्टली टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम विदर्भ रीजन, जहाँ से अकोला, अमरावती, नागपुर, अमरावती, ये जो स्टूडेंट्स है इनके लिए लोकल एरिया में काफी कम अच्छे कॉलेजेस है. सो दे हैव वेरी लेस ऑप्शंस बट टू मूव टू सिटीज लाइक पुणे एंड मुंबई. तो जब भी हम पेरेंट्स और स्टूडेंट्स के साथ बात करते हैं तो आई रिकमेंड देम गुड मुंबई कॉलेजेस, क्योंकि मुंबई कॉलेज अगर किसी ने भी थोड़ा एडमिशन प्रोसेस का टेक्निकल स्टडी किया है तो मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी का अदर देन होम यूनिवर्सिटी का जो कोटा है वो उस कट ऑफ है वो काफी कम रहता है. सो इट बिकम्स मच मोर इजियर फॉर स्टूडेंट्स टू गेट एडमिशन इन अ गुड कॉलेज इन मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी as compared to that in Pune University. But when we recommend some good colleges to student, तो हमेशा उनका जो एक है मेंटल ब्लॉकेज है कि मुंबई के नाम से काफी पेरेंट्स या स्टूडेंट्स डरते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ सम एक्सपीरियंसेस इन द पास्ट की कभी ट्रेन में ब्लास्ट हुआ है, कभी ताज में ब्लास्ट हुआ है, विच आर वेरी ओल्ड इंसिडेंट्स, मोर देन 10 ईयर ओल्ड इंसिडेंट्स. बट उसके वजह से काफी पेरेंट्स और स्टूडेंट्स अप्लाई नहीं करते अच्छे कॉलेजेस को मुंबई में. तो ऐसे पेरेंट्स और स्टूडेंट्स के लिए आपका क्या कहना है सर?
See, I will differentiate between Mumbai, Pune, and our location.
Okay.
We are exactly in between Pune and Bombay.
Yes.
It's 1.5 hour. So I, at the most, will be able to look at Navi Mumbai and Pune.
Okay.
Now, there are 2-3 points to it. आप मुझे ये बताइए कि विदर्भा के कॉलेज में डिग्री लेने के बाद वो नौकरी करने कहाँ आता है?
So Pune and Mumbai only.
That's all.
Yes,
So
sir.
finally he has to shift.
Yes, sir.
Because jobs are here. For example,
Yes.
Navi Mumbai with airport and very very big industry setups and
Yes.
SEZs. If you go to website of SIDCO, you will find that 18 lakh jobs will be created in Navi Mumbai and around area, Raigad district.
Yes.
In next 10 years. So finally job तो आपको यहीं आके करना है.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. सही बात है सर.
अगर आप 4 साल पहले आते हैं, एक इनोवेशन यहाँ जो है उसका फायदा लेते हैं, यहाँ सेटल होते हैं, आपको डायनामिक समझ में आता है.
Okay, great. So, in fact, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, please.
it was my next question, sir. Do you have hostel facilities and transport facilities? Basically, for outstation student, what all facilities your college provides?
Yeah. It's a neat and clean, hygienic hostel.
Yes.
Around 450 students, boys can stay. Around 250 students can stay.
That's a huge hostel.
Almost 80% hostel is already occupied.
Okay.
We initiated design school last year. So for design
Yes.
school, we have created another hostel. So that is how hostel is there, and transport facilities provided to every student from our college to Vashi, Navi Mumbai, Lonavala, so that students can use trains and they can go.
Yes.
There are many students who come from Sangli, Kolhapur, Satara. We are very close to that toll naka, so they can catch a bus from toll naka and simply go to their house in the city. Yeah.
Wonderful, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, moving on, I have a very important question for you. Like most of the parents are concerned about this. The question is, the first year of engineering is considered as one of the most difficult year of engineering because a lot of new subjects are introduced to the students. And as we all know, that first year is the foundation stone of engineering. So if your foundation is weak, obviously the structure won't survive on it. And because of this corona and the delay in the admission process, we have almost wasted an entire semester of the first year of engineering. Now, I would like to know from you how important is, first of all, first year of engineering and what your college would be doing to reduce the impact of corona.
I have a lot of opinions about it, but I'll be short. First year of engineering is difficult is a message spread all across.
Okay.
I don't think it is difficult, but a proper treatment is necessary, of course, because there's a change of style of learning from HSC to engineering. HSC is 100% question answer marks.
Right.
Engineering cannot be 100% question answer marks for any college for that sake.
Right.
But what we do is we take special treatment. For example, we have self-learning sessions for first year. We have very strong association with students. We have developed video content for first year students,
Okay.
especially. So student can see these videos even in his leisure time also. So
Yes.
from day one, we are with parents on WhatsApp group. Every information is shared, and we for us, luxury is not important. Discipline is
Yes, sir.
important, but the discipline should not kill innovation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm very impressed, sir, as you told that you have WhatsApp group with parents, because a lot of parents actually complain that the colleges don't have a feedback mechanism. We don't understand what is happening with a kid, and we don't get to know what are his unit test marks or his semester marks. And this has been a huge challenge for the parents. But I'm so happy to know that you have actually in place a system wherein you have a continuous feedback mechanism with the parents. And so, moving on, I would also want to know from you how is the campus life of students? How do they enjoy their day? And what are the extracurricular, co-curricular activities which are organized in your college, sir?
You know, if I find a student dancing in classroom, I will tell him, wonderful, but don't dance here. Dance on
Yes.
stage. Dance on stage.
Yes.
So academics is powerful, but beyond that, you know, there's a Rotaract club, and there's so many clubs, painting clubs, and trekking. Every year we have one beautiful trek, and students don't forget. After 8 years or so, a student who has placed in US writes to me on 15th of August and tells me, "Sir, I enjoyed that trek with you."
Yes, yes.
So
The
everything
memories
is
made in engineering are one of the best memories ever.
yes, yes, yes. So we have culture of that. You know, students enjoy a lot. There are sports events, you know, and for hostel students, always there's something happening, catching.
Yes.
So it's not. It's a cheerful life. Of
Yes.
course, of course. We have deep in mind. You rightly said it. Engineering का मतलब है those moments and lot
Yes.
of friends and lot of friends.
I would like to know a few things. First of all, is what is your message to the student who aspire to get admission in engineering? And finally, I would also like to know from you, how has your college made sure that once the student join, they would be safe in such a difficult environment which is outside? So these are the final two questions, and then we would wrap up with the interview. Sir.
The message is don't do engineering just because you want to do and get a degree.
Yes. Sir.
These 4 years, very important years of your life, should give you a 50 years career.
Yes. Sir.
And you should enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
And you should enjoy it with work-life balance.
Yes.
So please think about this. One.
Yes.
Second message to parents is, you know, give exposure to the child.
Right.
More exposure will create a fantastic professional in him.
Exactly.
My strong message to parents is don't create sutki vatavaran if the student has got less marks.
Yes.
I have seen in my life, marks do not create a person.
Yes.
I have seen a 50% student doing extremely well, settled in
Yes.
US, became professor in Georgia Tech University, my own student. That all is possible.
Yes.
So think good about before taking your decision.
Right.
Don't fill up option forms on any other criteria than what this student will get in next 4 years, and will
Yes.
it be lifetime sufficient.
Right.
That's all is the message. About
Yes.
safety, we are lucky. The corona is in Bombay, the corona
Yes.
is in Pune, but our campus is absolutely corona free
Okay.
because it is in remote area and in
Yes.
hostels. So corona
Yes.
fear is not there. We have
Okay,
already
right.
started going to college.
Yeah. So thank you so much, sir. I'm sure the viewers, my students, would be very happy. They have got to know a lot of new things, because none of the principal from these local colleges talk about such curriculum or different techniques to teach. It's normally be done in IITs and NITs. I'm so glad to know a local Maharashtra Engineering College is doing such good, and the results are so impressive. I'm really thankful to you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. For students and parents who wish to contact sir, I would be giving the website link and the phone numbers in the description below. Also, who wish to contact me directly can contact me on my websites and number. Link would be there in the description below. Thank you so much for your time. to Dr. Sandeep Inamdar sir, and also thank you to the student for listening to this interview. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kalpesh. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.